None of you are in shot, so don't worry about that. I've been known to get people in front of the camera before. Make them feel a bit uncomfortable, should we say. So I need to get the PowerPoint going. I'm a bit under the weather, so I'm sorry if I lack some energy, but I'll try and do my best. Where's the what? How do you get these ones shown? I forget the shortcut for it. Again? No, that's not one.
Yeah, 5.
That one as well. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
I said no hecklers. So first off, show of hands, who's worked with an RDMS system in the past? SQL Server, Oracle, MySQL? No one? Everyone, good. Alright, who's worked with Cosmos? Oh, great. Alright, so we're the right people in the right room. So the idea with a lot of this content is to, I'm the same, I came from an RDMS background, started working those SQL technologies. What the hell is this new stuff about? I don't know, I need to find out. So I'm trying to relate I always, you have all this understanding of RDMS, but how do you then change that understanding to this new stuff that's available and people are working with? So a lot of the content I try and relate back to that previous experience with the RDMS technologies. A little bit of breakdown of what the hour will look like. This is a condensed session. I normally do this over like 2.5, 3 hours, but I just chopped a load of slides, condensed it down as much as I can, so actually you can try and go at quite a pace. So here you come in. We just got started. So I'm going to try and go at quite a pace, so feel free to jump in with questions. There's no bad questions, there's no stupid questions, just ask questions, right? Say introduction, system topology, data system, you guys can read. So I'm going to start off with sort of a few minutes of conceptually what databases are, and then we're going to sort of more technical detail. So for me, I think that a notebook is actually a quite good representation of a classic RDMS database. Very easy to open this up, write stuff into. It's quite durable. If I write something in this, and then I come back later and look into the book, I see exactly what I wrote, which is good. We like that. There's some things that are not so great about this single notebook. If I leave it in this room and then we all go out and let's say the door gets jammed, we can't get access to the data anymore. If this notebook gets destroyed, my data's gone. I have to try and get it back perhaps somehow. So there's some good attributes about the notebook, but there's also some attributes that are less attractive. And to try and demonstrate the concept of distributed databasing, I'm going to ask you to do a little bit of a practical with me to start off with. Now I'm asked to record the names of everyone that participates in the session. So rather than me writing them all down, I want you guys to write them all down, your names. Now I want you to use one notebook, and I want you to organise yourselves in a way that you're able to write them into that notebook as quickly and as efficiently as you think is possible. But I need clarity, right? I need legibility. So don't just scribble in it at speed. I need to actually know your names. So the notebook's there. I need your names in it. How are you going to get your names in it? Any ideas? Like, do you just all line up in a big long queue, or there's 3 pens there?
Rip the page up and hand it.
You can't rip it up. Hey, it's my notebook. You brute. You can't rip it up, but there's nothing to say that you have to do it row by row. Multiple pages, multiple pens. Just go for it. Come on, I need your names. It's not a test. So we got there at the end, but it was not really a straightforward process, right? We did organise ourselves a little bit, you can see, because we've actually got the entry being written in 3 different places across 2 pages. And that's you all winning between the lines So you actually adhere to the data structure of what's in place before you come to write your data in. So with NoSQL and distributed databases, they don't work like this, and they certainly don't adhere to that structure there of writing in between the lines. So a distributed database looks a little bit more like this. You have lots of notebooks that are made available at lots of locations. So this gives us really good attributes about how do we write and ingest data. So if I had 4, 5, 10 notebooks up there, that whole exercise would have happened a lot quicker. Okay? And if I lost a notebook, one of those notebooks, I still have 90%. If I had 10, I still have a majority of data there. So I got more resilience against lost data, whereas before we saw if I lost one notebook, all my data's gone immediately. Now, if you would consider these notebooks sitting at different stations on the London Tube map, this actually starts to look a little bit more like what a distributed database looks like. So imagine that trains travel near to the speed of light, and at various locations on the tube map we have a notebook. You'd still be able to go and write all your data, but you'd have to travel to different locations to write that data. And if I want to read your data, as we saw with a single notebook, I can go to that notebook and I get all the data straight away, no problem there. If I want to read my register of who's here, I have to go to the different locations and make sure that I've seen all the data that I need to see. This is our distributed databases. They are very different to what we've worked with previously. Now, actually, a digital network is a lot like a tube network. So tube networks fail, sometimes lines fail, sometimes stations need to close down. So if that happens in a distributed database, actually only part of my system is effective, and much of my data is still available and accessible. Whereas before we saw a single notebook in a room, if there's no access to the room, that's it, I can't get access to my data anymore. So I'm trying to give you conceptually what the difference is between a typical RDMS database and what benefits distributed database gives us. But one of the complexity that it brings is being able to go and see the data when it's distributed in many different sites. And we'll drill into that later on in the session.